These islands in the Gulf of St. Lawrence make the perfect backdrop for an action-packed getaway. The Magdalens are part of the province of Quebec in Canada and are known here as Les Îles de la Madeleine. French is spoken almost everywhere, and while it might feel a bit remote, it's certainly not out of touch with the adventure sports scene.
And here in the island, buggying is just one of the most beautiful things you can do. It's a natural sport. You're playing with the element. You know, you're not polluting anything. You're just getting pulled by the wind, and you can go up to speed up to 100 kilometers an hour. So sensation-wise, it's just unreal.
It doesn't take too long to get the hang of leaning with the driver like a motorbike passenger. Only this will blow you away.
It's very safe. That's why it's a very fast-growing sport right now, because it's really easy to learn, and the sensation you get from it is unbelievable. Because you're sitting so low, you can go so fast, and you have no noise from there's no engine. You know, you're being pushed by the wind. We have 300 kilometers of beach, so it's definitely one of the best places in North America for buggying.
The coastline of the Magdalens is also ideal for zodiac excursions. These red cliffs are constantly eroding. Every year there are new nooks and crannies to explore.
When there's a lot of people, a big group of us, we actually do drumming in our kayaks. People just get amazed by the actual sound and the vibration it gets out of the caves.
It's like a real sort of echo chamber in here, like the acoustics are.
It is, yeah. It's pretty intense. Or you can just start singing or screaming or...
Let's hear you scream.
You want to hear me scream?
Kayaking is another great way to see the coastline. It doesn't take long to learn, but if you're a bit uneasy going solo, most adventure operators have these tandem boats where you can paddle with someone a little more experienced.
It's so pretty to kayak around all the cliffs here, and the color of the rocks, the green. I mean, the contrasts are just amazing. Some people say it looks like Ireland here.
Some people can't get enough of these strong Magdalen winds.
We come up here each year. This is my 10th time, I believe. Super place for the windsurfing. We've got lots of different locations to go, and like the lagoon here is probably one of the more popular areas because it's shallow all the way across, except for a couple of little troughs. But you get good ocean sailing, and as you see, being on an island, of course, we get wind that's good from any direction. Generally, most of the guys here probably get going about 25, 30 miles an hour in a really good go. So, you know, the board just wants to start tail walking type thing. Mid-August till about the end of September is the best. It's the most consistent winds. The water is warm, which is nice. And the air is usually still fairly warm, being, you know, in maritime climate.
If you don't want to cut across the waves at 30 miles an hour, the Wind Festival might be more your speed. It happens every year in mid-September. And the highlight is this contest where teams are given 3 hours to design and build a wind-powered invention. There's about a half a dozen islands in the Magdalen archipelago and more than 100 kilometers of highway, so hiring a car is a good idea.
Driving around, walking, kayaking, having picnics at the cliff. There's so many cliffs and beaches on this island that we just found the fromagerie, we found the place to buy the best bread, we found the place to buy
the herring?
Smoked herring, and we just bundled everything up into a bag and found a nice cliff.
Even for people who have traveled a lot, and we have traveled a lot, there are firsts here, you know, whether it's the cuisine or the geography or the people. There are just a lot of things in these 5 days that we've been here that have been unique.
We have all type of tourism, but most of the people that come here are very nature orientated, which is very good because we don't want to have big condominiums here. You know, it's a virgin place, and we want to keep it that way.
Flights to the Magdalen Islands can take up to 4 hours from Montreal, depending on how many stopovers are made along the way. There's also ferry service from both Montreal and Prince Edward Island, with several crossings each day during the summer and weekly crossings during the winter. For more information, visit our website on topoftheworld.net.